Dear students of Honors Part 2, you welcome to the class. I am Siddhartha Shankar, an assistant professor in English in Government Horganga College, Munshiganj. Today, basically, I am addressing to the newly promoted students who have been promoted to Honors Part 2, and of course, the students who are already in Honors Part 2 can also learn from this class. You see, my today's topic is Oedipus Rex. It belongs to your course entitled Introduction to Drama. You see, this is a classic literature, and it was not written in English. Basically, it was written in Greek language, and this literature is one of the ancient literatures that we find in the in our in the history or in our civilization. So before going to the depth, let's know something about Sophocles. Sophocles basically was an ancient tragedy writer. It is a ancient playwright, and he basically wrote tragedies. And in his lifetime, he wrote 123 tragedies, but all are not available. At the present time, we only get 7 of his tragedies. Only 7 are available nowadays for reading. And Sophocles was born in 496 BC and in Colonus near Athens, of course in Greece. The country was Greece, and the city was Athens, and the Colonus was the place where he was born, and he died in 406 BC in Athens. And he came of a wealthy family, well-off family, and he was wealthy by birth, and he got a good education. That is, he was highly educated, and he was a man of good taste also, and he has also good physical charm and grace. Therefore, he was a good figure of the time, as he is an educated man. He is from a well-off family, and he is also a handsome and cultured personality. So, he was very popular. He became a very popular personality by dint of writing some excellent tragedies. And at that time, that competition, taking part in competition was a tradition, and in that competition, dramatists used to display their works. And in that competition, that is Dionysian dramatic festival. Dionysian dramatic festival was the name of the competition. In that festival, he participated 30 times, and he won first prize for 24 times. And that is, his performance as a dramatist was excellent, we can say, because his contemporary dramatist was also very famous. And Euripides and Aeschylus, the two most famous dramatists, of that time that we still read, uh, along with Sophocles, they also competed with Sophocles, and he won 24 times among 30 times. Therefore, how much popular he was, how much perfect his dramas was, we can gaze from this information. And he said the standard of writing tragedy, and from his writing, based on his writing, the famous uh, philosopher Aristotle formulated the theory of writing tragedy. That means he showed the way. Based on his writing, Aristotle got the formula, or Aristotle formulated the theory of writing tragedies. That means whatever we get in his tragedies, the structure and the other things, the plot construction or the tragic incident, these are the standard of writing a good tragedy. And of course, in Oedipus Rex, the Oedipus Rex is one of the perfect tragedy that is built on, that has the all the characteristics of a ancient drama, that is ancient tragedy, classic tragedy. And this is one of the great example of a good structured classic tragedy. Now let's know something about the tragedy Oedipus Rex. Oedipus Rex means Oedipus the king. The Rex means king. So here we are going to know about a king, and his name is Oedipus. And in this drama we will find the role of fate, and this fate is destined by god and goddesses. And to Sophocles, God actually appeared to be a natural force. Gods represent the natural forces with whom the people or the common people cannot uh, mm, uh, cannot compete, or over this natural force human being has no power. And they are human being are the subject or unwilling subject of this natural force. And because here gods are they are presented as they know everything. Gods know everything, and human beings are in darkness, they are ignorant, so they have to depend on their fate, and fate is inevitable. That means god and goddesses, they used to believe in multiple god, and they had the power, and they knew everything. But human being are in darkness, they have ignorance, and they are cut off from the permanence, because they are not anything permanent. Gods are permanent, and therefore they have to depend on that forces, that is supreme forces, that is god and goddesses. So in the classic dramas or in the classic literature, gods and goddesses have a very good impact, and therefore fate plays a big role in these dramas. And therefore human beings are subject to pain, sufferings, and they have to face some tragic end, tragic crisis. And in this drama, in this tragedy, we will find that the central characters and along with the other characters are subject to fate. They don't know what is coming in future. That's why they have to endure the present, and they have to face the future with courage. And that is actually destined. They have no way, human beings have no way to change anything, because they don't know what is coming in the future. They are in complete darkness. And in this tragedy, Oedipus also in complete darkness, but he wants to know the truth. He wants to know. He doesn't uh, he doesn't know the past, and he is ignorant of the future, but he has the tendency to gain knowledge, and this human tendency brought a big suffering for King Oedipus. And this is the story of this, and based on this story, this drama is this tragedy is written. And in this drama we will find several characters like Jocasta, Creon, Tiresias. Of course, we will get some chorus, and we will get Antigone and some minor characters, shepherd or the other villagers. And hopefully you will enjoy this drama while reading. So thanks for your patience sharing.